everyone for the opportunity that have put this awesome training together. As Rosetta said, my name is Vernita Hill, and I am a licensed professional with the Choose Smart University. So we have a very unique situation here because we have partnered with my econ to help get the word out about the wonderful opportunity it is. If you feel like you're at a dead end place in your life, in your finances, then hey, you're in the right place at the right time. So I want to welcome you to the Personal Cash Flow Plan, better known as AKA the PCP. And again, my name is Vernita Hill. Now you notice that this image shows the road. And at the very beginning of this road, we have the year 2020. Now, on our road of life, I want you to think about it. I know as I reflected when I was asked to do this, man, I've made some U-turns, I've made some wrong left turns that took me in some dead-end streets. But I'm here to tell you and contest that if you get on the road, the PCP road, and you get on the right street, you can turn your life around and you can obtain a personal cash flow plan, ultimately the personal cash flow success. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. I'm on technology. Sometimes when it sits, it gets a little finicky. Okay, here we go. All right, so we'd like to start off with scripture. And I want to thank Ms. Bertha for delivering an awesome prayer. But everything that we do in the Choose Smart University and my econ is definitely biblical based. So we want to look at Deuteronomy 8:18. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth. So he's given us this opportunity. We have been introduced to this not by accident, that he may establish his covenant, which he sware unto thy father, as it is this day. So this is the day, teammates. Come on, technology. All right. So in the PCP, the Personal Cash Flow Plan, you can find it in your training manual, and it gives us 8 steps. So in your business management system, which we call the back office, this would be document 806. Now let's look at road step 1. I'm going to refer to everything as a road because remember in the beginning I said that we have taken some wrong turns, right turns, U-turns, so now we're on step financial independence. So as you acquire as much cash flow as possible each month, you use your business income system, which is the My Econ. You pay less taxes. You learn how to adjust your W-4. You have less expenses because now you are taking advantage of your cashback mall as well as you can book discount travel. So you're saving on every end. And then ultimately, as you keep working and you stay on this road, you're going to eliminate debt. And you're going to apply the extra cash flow to steps in the system that I'm going to reveal to you as we continue on our journey. All right, now we've left road step 1, and now we're on road step 2. You just need to keep straight and keep plowing forward. You want to set up a beginner emergency fund. You have to start somewhere. Our recommendation is you need approximately $3,000 in your fund. You're going to use a money market fund or a municipal bond fund, and you're going to keep it separate from your regular checking account. Now, why do we recommend the mutual funds or the money market fund? I don't know if you've looked at the passbook savings and what your financial institution is paying now for savings accounts. It's not very attractive. So when we're talking about building wealth, you need to know where you should have your money. If necessary, you want to make periodic deposits until you get to your ultimate amount of $3,000 and then stop. Remember, this is your beginner's emergency fund. If you already have your $3,000, then you want to move it to your emergency fund account. Remember, this account should be separate from all other accounts, because you want to have control over it. You want to deem what is an emergency. So if you have all your money grouped together, then you have no control. Remember, it's only for emergencies. Note, do not go to road step 3 until you have completed road step 2. Now let's just spend a little time, let's just park here for a minute and look at what an emergency fund really is. First, you want to get anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 saved as soon as possible. Remember, this is your beginner emergency fund. The goal is anywhere from 6 to 12 times your monthly cost of living or your salary. It should be liquid, but not convenient. So you don't want to have a card, a bank card to your emergency fund where you can go down and maybe someone's having an awesome shoe sale and then, you remember you have this money in the emergency fund and you're telling yourself, well, I'm just going to borrow it just for a minute and then I'm going to put it back. No, you want it to be semi-liquid, but not convenient. You might want to put this account, maybe put someone in charge of it that you really, really trust, or if you do have a bank card, why don't you put it in the freezer somewhere and freeze it so that you would have to thaw it out and it would really have to be an emergency. Partners must be in agreement to what an emergency fund is. And you want to make extra money to build your emergency fund. This will help to accelerate your emergency fund. And how can you do that? Well, you can get involved, roll your sleeves up with the My Econ opportunity, or you can expound upon some of your talents. If you bake, if you tutor, those are just some suggestions of ways that you could potentially earn extra income. Now, let's take a look at road step 3. You want to begin investing in a retirement account of some kind, such as a 401k, 403b, your Roth IRA, simple IRAs, your SEP. This is what self-employed people invest in, IRAs and annuities. If you can, put in the maximum amount on a monthly basis. So what you want to do is look at your annual income, and you want to put away at least 10%. That's just a rule of thumb. 10% of whatever your annual income is. Put that away and start investing. The worst case scenario, hey, you can start at 5% of your income. But do not go on to step 4 until you have completed step 3. Now remember, we're on this journey, we're on the path to financial success. We've already made our little detours. Now it's time to just plow straight ahead by following the steps. Now we're going to take a closer look at what these contribution limits could look like. So if you wanted to fund an additional IRA outside of what your job is doing for you, what they're saving, a traditional IRA, you could save maximum amount $6,000. Now for those of us who might be playing catch up, and that's okay. The thing of it is recognize that you're playing catch up and then catch up. So the IRS will allow you to save and put in up to $7,000 in your IRA catch-up account. We have the Coverdale Educational Savings Account, we have the 403B, we have Simple Plan Catch-up. Hey, you name it, it's available. But you must get started with something. Remember, we are on the road to financial success. An important key here, we must learn how money works. It's not real difficult. Even though I wasn't taught this in my former education, but now you're learning it now. And you can always rev up the educational process by plugging into your training. So this is an important rule. This is the rule of 72. This simple calculation, if you take 72, the number 72, and you divide it by the interest rate, it gives you the approximate number of years that it would take your money to double. Now let's take a look at what this could potentially look like. So if you put your money in a vehicle that is yielding 4%, based on that rule that I just shared with you, it would take 18 years for your money to double. So if you started off with $1,000, it would take 18 years for your $1,000 to double to $2,000. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm getting on up there, and I don't have 18 years. Now, let's do a little bit better. 6%. Now, your money is doubling every 12 years. And 12%. Based on our rule, now your money is doubling every 6 years. Now, I was being a little facetious early on when I said, if you have your child's college fund, if you have a retirement account, or if you even have your emergency fund in a passbook savings, this is what that would potentially look like. Now, remember I said the banks are paying 1% or less. So it would now take that same $1,000, 72 years to double. Unbelievable. There are thousands, millions of people who don't know about this rule. And all they know is, I'm saving money, I'm doing my best, but I can't seem to get ahead. Y'all, we have an awesome responsibility once this has been shared with you to share the good news with everybody else. Now, let's continue on our route. Now we're on highway route step 4. You want to take the rest of your available cash flow after your living expenses, and you want to set up the MyEcon debt elimination plan. All of this software is available and accessible, so we have to use it. So you want to pay off all your consumer debt with this plan, not your mortgage, not yet. Remember, it's a strategy. Do not go to step 5 until you have completed step 4. Now let's take a look at this particular example. If we had $1,000 extra that we could apply to our debt to accelerate it, this is what it could potentially look like. You notice that this client has a car payment to pay it off. It would be $17,000. Their Visa balance, $8,000. Mortgage, $200,000. Now, their monthly, you see what their current payment is each month. If they're able to take that $1,000 and apply it to the car payment, now you're sending in every single month, instead of $545, you're now sending in $1,545, which you're going to pay that car off a lot sooner. Now, once you pay that car off, now you want to take the entire $1,545. Now, this takes discipline, but if you see your plan, you get excited, especially when you can see the light at the end of this road. So you want to take that $1,500 and you want to now apply it to the Visa payment, whereas you were only paying $200 in minimum payment. Now you're sending in $1,745 to accelerate that Visa payment a lot sooner. Get excited. All of this can be accessible to you. This can mirror your particular situation. Now let's continue on our journey. Now we're on road step 5. If you are not if you're not maxing out your retirement investment, you want to raise your payments so that you can max them out now. Remember, you have accelerated your debt. But do not go on to step 6 until you complete step 5. Now, assuming that we completed step 5, now we are embarking on highway step 6. You want to take all of your available monthly cash flow, and now you want to build an even solider, stronger, full emergency fund. The fund should be built to mirror 6 to 12 months living expenses. Building the emergency fund to 6 to 12 months living expenses should happen fairly quickly because you have extra cash flow acquired from less taxes that you're paying. You minimize or lessen your debt. Your expenses, you streamline, you're living on the bare minimum, you save money, and plus the added addition, you have your business income. But do not go to step 7 until you have completed step 6. Now remember, if we follow these steps, y'all, 2020, 2021, it's going to look even brighter. Highway step 8. If you are renting, it's okay. You can still apply these strategies. If you're buying a home, you can still apply these strategies. Win-win situation. And you want to proceed to step 7B if you are buying your home. Go to 7B. Now, step 7B, you want to take all of your available cash flow, and now you want to pay off your mortgage. Step 7. Now, remember that $1,700 that we mentioned, that we accumulated from paying off our car, and we've accumulated from accelerating our visa payment, paying that off. Now you can celebrate. Now you can start to put all of that money, that extra savings, onto your mortgage. So instead of paying $1,200 for your monthly payment, now you are sending the mortgage company almost $3,000. Y'all, this is unbelievable and awesome. So he's going to save you no matter what. It's going to save you from the interest that you're going to pay on that car, and you be in that car debt forever. It's going to save you on the visa interest that you were going to pay, and it's also going to save you on your mortgage. Now let's take a look at route step 8. You want to start building an investment portfolio over and above your retirement account. Because remember, in our presentation, we show that you want your retirement money to start returning the favor of your working year. So you want to be able to live off of your retirement money. So you have endless opportunities. You can invest in stocks, you can invest in bonds, real estate mutual funds, ETFs, which are electronic transfer funds, mutual funds traded just like stocks, annuities. And you want to start really, y'all, attend a MyEcon investment smart training seminar or some other investment training class before beginning. And congratulations, give yourself a hand. The millionaire inside you is emerging. Now, I want to make note of this. Because we have partnered the Too Smart University with this wonderful company, MyEcon, we thought it would only be important as well and complement and add a step 9. Because what good would it do you to be on this route, this wonderful highway route, and something happens, an untimely death, an untimely accident that takes your life and it knocks you out of all of these potential steps that you have put in line for your family. So we want you to consider, strongly consider, protecting steps 1 through 8 by implementing and getting on the route of step 9, by protecting your most valuable asset, which is your income, yourself. Note, I want to be perfectly clear. Y'all, I don't want to get in trouble. This is not a written MyEcon step. We've incorporated this. It is used for training purposes only. And for more details on step 9, of course, you are attending the Living in the Overflow Super Saturday today. Now, this is how life really works. Oops, got to hear myself. Okay. So, for step 9, we have cash flow needed to support our lifestyle during our working years and our retirement years. Let's take a look at our working years. We have young children, we have high debt, mortgage, college vacation, we have a wedding, job, business, or both, stock, bonds, real estate. All of these things we have going on in our working years. But in our retirement years, hopefully the children are grown and gone, your debts are lower, your mortgage is paid off or almost paid off, you have assets and investments. So at this point, retirement income is needed and should be generated if you have followed and stayed on the route. So let's take a look at this green line, ladies and gentlemen. In the early years, can we agree that we don't have enough money? We don't have a lot of money, okay, because we're building. Remember, again, we said we have young children, all of the 5 entities that I just shared with you. But over a period of time, with time and consistency, we're investing. We're implementing all the strategies that we have learned. And in the later years, we know that you better have some money. That's why it's so important to implement all of these steps simultaneously. And there are going to be some obstacles that are going to get in your way. We know what they are. You might have poor credit, life happens, high taxes, high debt, inadequate funds, income, and inflation. All of these things, we know that. But guess what? We can overcome those by implementing our steps and staying on the proper highway. So in the early years, you may need a lot of coverage. You do, to protect yourself and protect your income, so that in the event that something happens to you, your family can continue as though you are still there. Not in the physical, but definitely financial. So most families, we know that we're dying too soon or we're living too long. But either way, if you plan, teammates, hey, it's a win-win situation for our family. Let's take a closer look at step 9, income protection at a glance. So we use life insurance, which we call income protection. These are some of the potential amounts that a 30-year-old male, he could really protect his income. $1.2 million, very affordable. Again, we're talking about protecting your income, your greatest asset. And I must say, through the Too Smart University, we have several licensed professionals, and we have some other professionals that are coming on board to help us, to help our families with step 9. So, ladies and gentlemen, I really appreciate your time, and I want to open up the floor for any questions at this time.
Man, they started early.